So welcome everybody. My name is Melinda Hart. You are watching Stamping with Hart. So I have been playing with a lot of the new product behind the scenes. And I'm going to get into that, but let me say this before I get too far into describing everything. And I encourage you to sign up for my email list. I will put a link in the comments after this video because this is the first place where I make announcements for events and classes and new products. I'm going to be recreating the Halloween one here on the live. But I also wanted to show this one. Oh my gosh, how cute is this? So we have the apple vine here. We have the Halloween version with the witches, hats, and brooms and these super cute little spiders. We even have this spider image again here. We have some sentiments to actually go with each one of the themes, which is so nice. And if you are turning this into gift packaging or into a tag, we actually have the to from option 2. So this is going to be a really versatile stamp set. We're going to be covering fall and Halloween and Christmas or holiday. And even the dies that they have available to come with it. Let me just show you these really quickly. So I haven't even begun to scratch the surface with these, but I did use this die to create both of these sentiments, which fits these perfectly. And then, and here, you guys can't really see what I'm doing there, but yeah, so here we go. And it will fit these just lovely. We have some imagery. Whenever you see, if you're new to dies, whenever you see a silver complete piece, that's going to cut out a full image, like the little ghosts here and like our little apple here. Isn't that just so adorable? We have these vintage light bulbs that have really made a comeback and are very trendy in all of the Christmas decor in the last few years. We have some leaves here. We have a pine branch, and we have these fabulous edging dies. So here's what's fun about these. If you look closely, and I don't know if you can tell here or not, these are actually labeled. Okay, so this says 1B, and then this says 1A. And then we have 2B and 2A, 3A and 3B. And the reason for that, I believe, I haven't actually tried this yet. I haven't tried cutting out the borders yet, but I believe you can cut out the entire image. So we have side A and side B so that you can line them up and cut them out, and you can actually have a full border that you can put across as decor on a card or something like that. So there's going to be so much to do with this. Tonight's technique is going to be stamping in a continuous border. And I actually learned this technique, the technique I'm going to be showing you tonight, I learned from Connie Stewart, and I just wanted to give her a shout out because she always has amazing tips. But this was one that I wanted to try, and I can't say that I've quite mastered it yet, but it's so fun to try it and to work with it. I was going to do the apple one live, but it's a lot of coloring, and I chose to do the Stampin' Blends for this. Now, of course, you could do something different. You could do watercolor. You could just leave it, you know, just the actual stamped image and not color anything in. So this is the one we're going to do today. I'm so excited about Halloween, but I know we're working a little bit ahead of the clock here, and that's okay. What I did was, this is just our standard card size, the basic white. I really wanted to do this as a border on a card. So we're going to do our 5.5 by 8.5 scored at 4 1/4. I'm going to be using the Memento Tuxedo Black ink for this. This is because you can actually do your shading and your coloring with alcohol markers safely with the Memento Tuxedo Black ink. You're going to ink up your border. And then we're just going to fold down each side as we stamp it. So for my Stampin' Blends, I am going to be using Pumpkin Pie Dark, and I'm going to be using Smoky Slate Light. Here's my gray granite. We're going to be using gray granite light, and I want to use the basic black light. This is dark, which is you could still use dark, but I'm just going to recreate the card just as I did it. So the first thing I'm going to do, just going to move these. Okay. Is color in all of the witches' hats. So now we can move on to our pumpkin pie. And I'm just going to do all of the hat accents in orange and also the accents on the brim. I'm going to use soft suede light for the broomsticks. So we're just going to go in, color those. The images really start to come to life when you start adding in these colors. And I just want to say it out loud so that I don't forget to tell you the colors that I used on the apple card too, for those of you who prefer the fall theme or are going to start getting ready for your fall crafting. One of the things that I thought of, because Connor's going to a new school, is that this apple design will be so cute for anything that you do themed for teachers. So let me see, we have one down here. Let's see if I forgot any other ones. I think I got them all. Okay, so now we're going to do the base of the brooms, and that's where our gray granite light, or that's smoky slate, we'll get back to that one in a minute. So we're going to do gray granite light and just kind of do some fill color here for our brooms. Just kind of like a little bit of a glow around them. So that looks super cute. And now with my smoky slate, I am going to just trace over the webs. And again, it's just that little bit of an accent, just kind of adds to the image. Certainly not necessary, just something that I did. These webs can speak for themselves, but I thought it was cute. The one thing I did leave alone, the one image I did leave alone on here were the spiders. Let me just tell you what these colors are really quick before I forget. So I used the Poppy Parade in light and dark. Didn't do any special shading, just some were in light, some were in dark. Same with the leaves, light and dark, but old olive. And then I did the same color, soft suede light for the branches around. And then I think that the thing that makes it, aside from Connor's adorable little face when he was picking his apples, is this super cute little apple right here. It's just made for teachers. I just really think it is. I have to do the inside of this card still, but at least we got the outside done. Okay, so here's what we're going to be using. We're going to be grabbing some of the Halloween products to finish up this card. I'm going to use a sheet of the DSP from the Cute Halloween. I think it's called Cute Halloween Suite. And we are going to trim this down. So I believe it is 2.5 by 3 3/4. 2.5 by 3 3/4. Okay. Yep, that is correct. And then I actually, and this is totally optional, certainly don't have to do this, but I thought it would look cute to have the edges rounded. I'm going to be using the trio punch. I'm going to use the corner rounder edge. So I'm going to take just a little strip of this, and this is our gingham ribbon, and this is really thin ribbon. So this is just a 1/4 inch. This is so cute. This is going to be really nice whether you want to do like a country Christmas theme or you want to incorporate it into your house. This is part of the Cute Halloween Suite. So just depending on what you want to do with it. So I'm just going to pull this around. So I'm just going to put this right here in the center. Just center that up. Oh my gosh, isn't that so cute? Okay, so then the next two things that we need are, we're going to cut 2 ghosts, and we're going to cut out this image so that we can stamp spooky, and our sentiment piece at the same time. And remember, these are the coordinating dies, so you could do Festive and Bright as a bundle or just as the stamp set, but I'm telling you, you're going to want the bundle because the dies are incredible. If you haven't already seen what the bundle looks like, this is what the dies look like. There's an A and B side for each border, which is so cool. And then we have these solid images that will coordinate with the themes of the actual stamps here. So just so adorable. Okay, so we're going to cut these. Let me just grab my plates. The next thing we need is our spooky stamp. I'm going to go right back. We're going to use the same ink, so we're still going to do Memento ink. And then I'm going to leave this open because we're actually going to stamp a couple of ghosts too. So I'm just going to use a little piece of scrap paper here. And let me find my spider. Here he is. So we have this nice long spider. I only need to ink part of this image here. And we're going to do a spider on each edge. The goal is to kind of get the spider right into that curved area. We'll do the same thing over here. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? Okay. I'm going to do 3 across. There we go. I'm going to go right into the center. I tend to center my sentiments. I messed up my ribbon there, so let me just fix that real quick. Okay, that's better. All right, and then we're just going to glue down our little ghosts. So let's get ghost number 1, ghost number 2. You can have them float wherever you think. I just did the corners, each of the corners. Oh, I love them. I love these little ghosts. You're going to be able to use them on all the things, but I really do keep envisioning tags for this because each year I usually do the paper pumpkin kits and set out a table, and like the first 25 kids or the first 30 kids, I can't remember how many comes per like paper pumpkin kit, but I usually put together 2 kits and then put them out, and those go first. And I just think that like doing these little like little ghosts and things like that just makes such a difference when you're doing those little tabs, like the little toppers or the little boxes. So just something to keep in mind. But anyway, here is our card project tonight. So I do love this tip from Connie Stewart with the mitering. So of course, she of course has this on her YouTube channel if you want to go watch her video. I am so grateful that she showed this because I love doing border stamping. And to do continuous borders, now I will say these aren't straight edge borders. So these all have, you know, they have some movement to them. So they kind of curve a little. So they're all just a wee bit curvy. So they're not that perfectly straight line, but it still works. So be sure to sign up for my email list if you haven't already. Thank you and have a great night. Bye.